look up anyone that is in our personal space to, you know, um, just almost being overbearing, I guess. I don't know.
Investigating. I mean by investigating, you this is how you do your protection by investigating and making sure that the environment is right, making sure that things are in order.
Right. Right.
You're doing a great job. Do not put your face up because I am recording. This is beautiful because you're going to be able to hear how amazing you've done and how amazing you're doing. So earlier I asked you, did you ask the spirit why this happened? And you said you did ask, and that you do believe that you you received the answer to the question or the answer to why this happened. Um, and you shared that you want to make sure that your children were always okay and protected. And one of the things that you do to make sure your children are protected is that you research, you find out to make sure everything is in order, everything lines up, everything makes sense, and you're in the right area based on, I guess, specific things. What was
Hmm.
the reason that you heard from spirit why this happened to you?
I I feel like I heard that it wasn't about the event. It was the outcome of it. Which I had a baby from it. And so it was bigger than me,
Ashe,
if that makes any sense.
Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. You're doing beautiful. If the outcome or the experience was to bring forth this bundle of joy, and one of the things that you share with her so that things like this don't happen is you put up protection guards, or you double check everything to make sure everything is okay.
Hmm.
Inside that space, we're doing hard work right now, and I'm very proud of you. We're going to move this stuff out the way. We're going to try to move this stuff out the way. What I hear you say is that you did ask spirit, why did you have this experience? And this experience was to bring forth a child. It was bigger than you, it was greater than you, and it was to bring forth a child. And in that experience, one of the things that you do is you try to protect your daughter. You try to make sure that nothing happens to her. And you do that by double checking to make sure everything is okay. When you say double checking, what do you mean when you say double checking?
Um, like background checks on people that come into our personal space, whether it be teachers, whether it be someone that wants to, come by and bring a friend. I have to make sure that that person doesn't have like a a background um of that sort, and just making sure that I'm always at the school, always volunteering, always there to even energies. even if they pass one chick and the energy isn't right or something just isn't, just not taking the chance, because you don't get a second chance with things like that.
Ashe. I know this is going to sound strange to you, but just follow me for a second. When I hear you talking, I hear a lot of the fear that you spoke about in action in regards to your daughter. And then I hear when you talk about the experience of being sexually violated, that it was bigger than you. I want to ask you some questions, and it's going to be hard, but I want you to be as honest as you can. Do you believe that this child could have come forth with ease? Did you ever go into yourself and say, well, couldn't this child have come forth in an easier way, God?
Hmm. I don't know. I say I don't know because once I had her, it was like I started, or should I say, once the once this happened to me and I was pregnant, it was like I blamed it on everyone even more than the person that did it, and it became my crown to protect her, and I started to latch more to her than to anyone else because I felt her and I had this experience in common, if that makes any sense. So I don't know if I ever said that, man, because why couldn't you just make this, why couldn't you have the same child come in an easier manner, if that makes any sense?
Yes. May I minister to you for a moment?
Yes.
Because it's very beautiful that you were able to ask Spirit, why did this happen? And the reason that I asked you, had you asked that question, is because you don't have you're not sharing or experiencing the peace in your experience. Rather, you are experiencing the fear in your experience. Your sexual violation is the experience I'm talking about. You are experiencing the fear of it as opposed to the beauty of it. So if you are experiencing the fear of it, checking everything, making sure everything is okay, and you do this consistently, even outside of your daughter, everything is checking to make sure it's okay, is because you're living inside fear, which means you don't have peace yet from the experience. Because since you don't have peace from the experience, I wonder, did you ask God, hey, I still don't have peace and I need more answers? Because when you're talking, I don't hear the peace from the experience. I I want to share something with you. I was sexually violated. I was sexually violated several times in my life, and I said to God, "Why would you let this man rape me? Why would you let this man rape me? Why would you let that man? Why? What the hell is wrong that I would be the person that keeps getting raped all the time? What have I done?
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing?" And I needed God to give me clarity because I couldn't understand why this was happening to me. And so, what God allowed me to do was to ask my dad. Time would pass. I asked my dad, I said, "Dad, why did you tell me that I was going to get raped when I was a little kid? You used to always say you're going to get raped. Shut up when it happens. And he said, because I wanted you to live. I wanted you to come home. I didn't want anybody to kill you. Because when I was little, the men would come into the community, rape the women, and if they bucked, they would kill them. So I didn't want you to die. So I would tell you to shut up. And I said, well, what you did, Dad, was you planted a seed. Because God told me the seed was planted. And when the seed was planted, I had no choice but to make it become real, because it was something that I adapted as my reality. So what God ultimately showed me was how powerful I was, that I had taken pain, a painful word, a painful message, a painful teaching, and I had created, blossomed it, and made it real. And in that experience, I learned that my mind is very powerful. So whenever I talk about my rape, it's the most beautiful experience I've ever had in my life, because it is the thing that taught me how powerful I am. I have no safeguards up around. I don't have the safeguards up about fear around that conversation. More so, I have the beauty of the experience. So what I want you to do is, I know rape is the worst thing in the world for us to experience, but it also is, there is some beauty in everything that we experience in life. And as ugly as that sound, it's really real. And you have to find the beauty in the experience so that you can release the fear that it has given you. Because the fear that it has given you is the thing that's destroying you. Ashe. Find the beauty in it. And it's hard. It's easy to say that. And it's not easy always to find it, but it's there.
Right.
Because if you look at your life, you will see that things that are playing out are indicative to that one specific fear. And that one specific fear is in the driver's seat. It is controlling your outcome. It's controlling everything in your life right now. And it's got to get out the way, because it's going to drive you into a wall.
And so now it's how to
Ask Spirit to show you the beauty. Okay. You say, you got to show me the beauty. I still don't get the beauty. I got the protection. I got the fear. I got the, let me not make this happen to her. But I need to see the beauty in this, so I can remove the fear of this. Because that which we fear, we manifest. We manifest it because the fear becomes something that we believe is going to happen. And once we believe it's going to happen, that's it. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to get the fear out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if for some reason, I don't know, only you know, if there's anger with the person, it's good to remove the anger, to do the forgiveness, because forgiveness isn't for the person. The forgiveness is for us to remove that energy of being angry out the way, because that anger energy, it lives inside of us. And when it lives inside of us, it produces itself. And it produces itself, and then we get things in our lives that we get angry about because we didn't release the anger.
Mm.
And it doesn't show up the same way. So, like, we hold on to the anger, and then people around us will do stuff that make us angry because the anger energy is there and it's moving and it's alive and it's living and it's producing. The fear energy is there. It's living, it's alive, it's moving, it's producing. How do we move it? How do we change it? How do we get past these things? We ask God to show us the beauty, or we say, I need help in adjusting my perception, my perspective, so that you can have a different outcome. Perception is reality. However you perceive it, it becomes real. So you're learning how to shift your perception of a thing.
Mm.
Look for the beauty in it. And that's what's going to help you change everything that's going on in your world. Right now, you're living inside of your fear and your anger. Look at your surroundings. Look at what you are experiencing. It is a reflection of the fear and the anger. Get rid of the fear, get rid of the anger, you'll have a whole different picture.
Mm. Gosh.
That's right. You did good today.
Thank you.
That's right. That's right. I was listening to you. I said, okay, Spirit, you have to give me a message. Because I was listening to you last week and I saw your excellence. I said, she's excellent. I'm looking at her excellence. What's going on? She's excellent. She has excellent behavior. She has excellent thought. She's a ball of excellence. So what is going on? And this is when I started talking to you earlier. That is the message Spirit told me to give you. And as we were moving forward, all of that was Spirit led. It's time for healing.
I receive it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So we're going to take a 10-minute break because I need you to digest that and all of us to digest that because that wasn't just for you, that was for all of us. That was very good. And then we'll come back in. And I want to talk to Dr. Selena if she's up for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I love you. We'll be back in. The time is now 12:15. We'll be back at 12:30.
Okay.
Okay.